100 episodes in the future.
This episode is binary.
What?
Ones and zeros are binary.
Binary. Oh, I wonder what 1010 is. What is it? What is it, smart people?
I don't know.
Well, welcome to another episode of Animal Crossing Pocket Pod, Nanimal Crossing Pocket Pod.
Nanimal Crossing Pocket Shops.
Nanimals, bananimals, banana
Pocket
pocket pod. Can we have banana? Can we just have bananas? Sorry, that's all.
Oh my gosh, Joelle, that's something we haven't talked about. We don't have bananas here.
Oh,
We don't have bananas.
Yes,
no,
we
we
have
have no
bananas.
bananas.
And no likey.
No likey, no bananas,
grapes?
no lemons, no.
Me no likey.
Me likey the likey, but we don't have them here.
Well, I
But yeah,
can't wait
sorry.
to reintroduce likey into our lexicon once again in the distant future.
Oh, so many things to anticipate. And the perfect fruit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think we're going to get perfect fruits again?
We
I
must
mean,
get
it's
perfect.
gonna
If they put
happen.
perfect fruit in pocket camp, I'm going to say pod camp, then we've got to have pocket pod
Perfect.
camp. Perfect.
New Horizons, New Horizons, perfect fruit.
Nope.
Stands to reason
I said what
we
I
have
said.
pocket
said
pod
what you
I said
camp.
what I said, and I meant what I said.
You know this game called Pocket Pod that we
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Pocket
I mean,
Pod,
that's what I
Pod,
call it.
Malkovich.
That's 100% correct. I was thinking the same thing. It checks
It's
out.
Thursday already, guys.
No, this
I
week went
mean,
by
it's
so
not even
fast.
Friday.
Friday
This-
for you guys who are listening.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
Happy
true.
Friday.
It's true.
Happy
We've been
Friday.
recording the last 2 weeks on Friday, so this whole week has thrown me off a little bit.
Oh, that's true. It's a little different.
Yeah.
A little different. Back to the old ways. Ow.
We're back to the usual.
Mm-mm.
I mean, we're not
We're here
really
now.
back to the old ways because I am still looking at you guys on a screen and not
Right.
sitting
This
on a
is
couch.
it's very different. It's not the old times. It's still the new times.
I do like that I can see where I used to sit.
Oh,
How's that
that's very
couch doing?
sweet.
It's very cozy. It's where I hide after the episode's done, and our producer is mixing things and fixing our front song.
Oh my gosh.
So that everything's in sync.
Yeah, so that
Such
no
a
one hurts
champion.
their ears the way we hurt
and
ours.
then he gets irritated by my chatter and tells me to leave.
And then you go escape upstairs, and then you
Oh,
go
and that's when
escape
you take
elsewhere.
your laptop with. That's right. That makes sense.
To answer your question, it's very comfy.
Yeah,
Oh,
good.
it's so nice.
Good.
Oh, I'm gonna switch views real quick so I can see that you guys are.
Oh yeah, see all the
recording.
faces. The gallery view on Zoom.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
meant our yes, correct.
Oh, you meant something else. Oh, you were just looking
I
at our
did.
voices
I did.
only. Faces.
faces and
voices.
voices and voices
So-
and faces.
Faces.
Do you wanna like start the
Yes,
the podcast
let's talk about
where we
things.
This
do
was
the
our
stuff that
opening
we're
intro
supposed to
chatter.
do?
Chatter
I know
yarns.
we still have a good 30 seconds left to chatter away.
Thanks for
according to
timing
our-
it.
You're welcome. But without further ado, we should probably head on over to.
What?
Nope. Wait,
Nope. You lead. I'm sorry. I will follow.
I believe I'm the host today.
Yes, go for it. You're all good.
That should be on the bingo card.
follow
I'm the host.
To be fair, we discussed this as what's new first, but I feel like we always do follow up stream
You are not wrong. You're
And-
not wrong.
for a correction for a follow up. Anyway,
It's all good.
I'm going to start singing now. I don't want to wait.
Wait for a follow up from Low.
Yeah, many a follow up by Low and Rar. Take it away,
Just
Rar, in the
for
booth
sure.
down there.
So yeah,
My Zoom box.
Hey, good to see you up there, Leash. Yeah, so last week, this is just a follow-up for some Pocket Camp stuff that we missed, because this is very important. If you're still having a happy helper, or if you're interested in having a happy helper, their tasks, their activities count toward your task goals of the day. So if you have a happy helper, they'll basically take care of those tasks for you, because they do 25 requests, which is nice, because then it kind of basically automatically fills out the goals, which is pretty sweet. I mean, it's a nice way to incentivize that happy helper plan for people who are interested, which is very
That was one of our
cool.
early complaints about the happy helpers. That like,
It was.
you know, they were doing all this work, but we were getting no credit
No
for
payoff.
it.
Right?
Yep.
Yes. And also
Yep.
it felt weird that we were paying for it and not getting credit for it. So that was kind
Yep.
of weird. But
We
anyway,
were just
so they changed
all
that.
it was really doing was giving us all those resources, and then we had
Right.
the abundance of resources. We didn't know what to
Oh,
do.
and you have to sell them,
The chore of selling all the resources that you couldn't
or you
possibly
send them up
use.
to Gully.
That's
Yeah.
right. Send it to Gully for all those island treats.
I recently
remember
logged
Pocket
in
Camp?
again.
Pocket Camp.
I logged in yesterday because
Nice.
my littlest boo wanted to play.
Aw.
Quote, play. Quote,
I did not
play.
know that she
Did he
partook
collect
of
the gyrotite?
She doesn't know how to play.
Littlest.
Yes,
you said
she- the littlest boo.
littlest. She doesn't know how to play.
Okay.
She just wanders back into my camper like all the time, and then she's like, "I want to go fishing," and then I have to get her out of the camper, and then she's like, "I'm in the camper."
Oh,
She doesn't
Leash,
understand how to
you
like
have just
navigate.
You've just described my mother's skill at Pocket Camp. That's as far as she got. She got in and out of the camper, and then she was like, "I don't really know what else
It's
to
the
do."
basic level of
that's
of how to
great.
play.
That's where we all
find the
start.
door.
Step one:
In the
figure out
camper.
how to get in and out of the camper.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's what she did too. And I was like, "Mom, there's more to the game." Meh.
Yeah.
No thanks. Camper's enough. Oh, that's very sweet. Oh,
So
and then
yeah, I did see some of the changes, but yes, go ahead.
nice.
Continue.
Oh,
continue.
just another kind of cool update is again for one of the payment plans. It's for the warehouse, which I still forgot. I think it's like called the fashion. Shoot, I should have looked it up.
Nationwide warehouse. Nationwide warehouse. Nationwide warehouse.
That's definitely what it's called. The nationwide warehouse
Specific
plan.
commercial I don't remember.
Really?
It
It was in
has-
Albany's finest.
I feel like we had them too.
It
Must
was
have been-
nationwide.
It's
so-
nationwide. That makes sense. I see the wisdom in
Then
this.
maybe I just blocked that one out. Too many Bob's commercials. I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Bob's. Oh yeah,
We didn't
Bob's.
have Bob's.
Oh man. Well,
There.
Come
There
on,
you
down
have
to
it.
Bob's.
you have them now. But anyway, so that plan now has the you can finally save furniture layouts, which is a big deal because that was something we had asked for a long time. So I mean that's kind of nice, but
Just sounds nice. That was the pricier of the two
yes,
Yeah.
models
I think
as
it's
well.
$7.99 a month.
It's eight a month.
Steep.
Ugh.
Yeah,
It's a
so
pretty
and
penny.
I believe it gave you 5 cookies and access to the warehouse, and now saving of the furniture and I think outfits possibly too. I'm not really sure.
I feel like that's way too expensive.
it does
what
seem
if-
a little
If you
high.
were desperate for organization
Question.
and cookies,
It could
it's
be.
great. It's just not for everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but it might be for you.
Yeah.
Not you, but maybe someone else.
I just feel like the Nintendo Online thing is cheaper than that.
Oh yeah, Nintendo.
You know what I
Online
mean?
is
And I feel like you
affordable.
get way more out of that system.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean,
And
they
then
figured out
For
their
New
price
Horizons. I'm just saying, like, the
Yeah.
price point seems really steep for, like, an in-game feature.
For a
point.
mobile
Except
game.
that they were making a certain amount per player on Pocket Camp, and so they just. I'm assuming they made that choice based on the fact that it's a mobile on your phone addictive game. I just think it's
that people
a
would just
difference.
subscribe and forget about it.
$8? Like,
And people are less used to spending
trying to think.
subscription money on like on a Nintendo console game. So I think that's the difference. But yeah, it's a lot. It's
I
like
mean, that's more
$100 a year.
expensive than my Sirius XM.
It's $100 a
radio
year. It's
subscription.
$96 a year.
Wow, Boy, that really gives
I'm
you
not.
some
I'm not trying to
perspective.
burn Nintendo here, but like,
But
just
but
saying,
boy
it's
oh
really
boy.
pricey.
That does
Boy,
seem like a
oh
lot.
boy.
But there are people, and we know them, I'm sure, that spent way more than that per year in the game. So
Sure, I think that's the thing that mobile games. Some people make allowances in their lives to
Yeah.
have to play
yeah, it's
more,
their-
which
it's
is, I
in their
mean, it's
budget.
just because I think this is like really the first mobile game that I've ever played that I put money toward. That's why
Yeah.
it seems like it's so much money because I'm like, oh, no, that's too much for me. But
Like on the rarest of occasion, a game I would like pay like $2 to like replenish lives or something, but never to the extent that I gave money to Pocket
The only thing
Camp.
I'd ever spend money on in the past would be to not have to see ads ever again.
oh, I feel like that's different because that's a one-time purchase. It's a
Usually,
one-time. That's not a subscription action.
Yeah, I want them to go away forever.
There
Yeah,
were
that's
a
like it
couple
also supports the team. Oh, and one last thing.
Yes, continue.
yeah.
Yes, one more thing that I'm done for the Pocket Camp announcements that I know of. Oh no, maybe.
Oh no,
I the
I was
follow-up.
like,
You'll
looking
bring
at
it
more-
back to. Oh,
These are
follow-up.
follow-ups.
These
not
are only
Pocket Camp
follow-ups.
announcements.
That's
Yeah.
right. This is a follow-up, but it's Pocket Camp related.
Yes.
The last one was that you can take your favorite photo any place in any of the recreation spots.
Any
instead of
place,
just
anywhere,
being
anytime.
Only in your camp.
Snap
or
that
campsite.
pic.
Finally.
That way, if you like meet a random friend,
Finally.
you could take a picture with a random friend,
To me.
right? Like that's the main
my
change. That now you can take a picture with with another character, another player,
Right.
and you haven't been able to put another player in your favorite photo before. So that's big.
Crazy.
That's big, exciting.
big
Now
time.
that so many people have stepped away. Although I was really happy to see that a lot of people, even when I did some requests at the quarry the other day, yesterday, it feels like forever ago, that I had people still respond. I thought that maybe people weren't playing
nice.
so much, but I still got 43 people helping out. I was like,
Wow.
"Yay."
I mean,
I know. I was
some
shocked.
people,
I was like, wow.
Yeah, they built
Good
Pocket
job.
Camp into their daily life, and they cannot escape. And then other people just didn't buy a Switch. They're just and so Pocket
That's
Camp's
true.
what they have.
And maybe they're not interested in it, which is crazy to my brain, but it's possible.
But there are people, we have one of them in our
Well,
Discord that's
yeah.
not interested in New Horizons. So it happens.
Well,
there you
also
go.
your brother, right?
And my brother, there you go. He's exactly that example.
Look, there's so many people. We already know two
Remember
people.
that guy?
We already know two whole people.
Two people.
I had one other small follow-up
that's
from
okay
last
too.
week, which is
Solid.
the commercial that I was quoting. I pick things up and put things down. I pick things up and
Yes,
put them
I
down.
watched it. I watched
It was a
your share.
Planet Fitness commercial, and if you have
Sure
not watched
was.
this commercial, you are missing out on the dumbest commercial ever to exist in the world. No, it's probably not the dumbest, but it's up there. It's up there.
It's
Do I get to
something.
say Matt Dillon now?
Yes.
Okay, Matt Dillon.
Yeah. Because apparently Leash did say it. So if you did hear that,
I
in
didn't
the
even realize
episode,
that
you
I
already
said
know.
it. I remember looking it up and I'm like, oh, Planet Fitness. I don't remember saying it out loud, but I definitely was like, oh yeah, that's
Came through loud and clear on the mic.
Aw.
Nailed
Did
it.
say it.
I think that's all I had. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
So now, Joelle, gonna take it over to our other correspondent, Joelle.
What's new?
Pussycat?
Pocket camp. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right, we're doing it.
Leash didn't
Joelle,
like
what's
that.
new? Pocket
Oh,
camp.
I have absolutely no idea what's new in Pocket Camp. I'm going to punt that over to our other correspondent,
Hi.
Sarah.
Hello. I'm reporting to you today from the sunny shores of Sunburst Island, saying that is that I can't remember what I don't
I think
even
you
remember
mean
the place names.
Butterfly Island.
Oh, Butterfly Island, duly pointed.
Island.
Butterfly Island. To report that there is a gyroid event going on right now. So you can collect gyroids to build some very pink, delightful cafe things. I think the thing that I like the most of this is there's little like dumplings that are the first earliest items you can get. Those look cute.
Oh,
It
that
looks
does
like
sound
it's
cute.
a lot of cute stuff. It's more cute things, guys. They always have new cute things for
cute.
Pocket Camp. So
No,
go
they
look
are
at it if you want.
they are
never
doing
stop-
a
never
great job
stopping.
at making pretty things that if you just want to see pretty things, you just stay playing that game.
Yes.
I think.
I'm good.
I think. Well, I think the other thing is like if I were at work, I might like make a couple more like lunch pit stop
Sure.
gameplays or something like that I just don't play
Yeah, I guess
right
it's
now
true.
in the after times.
Not while the
So-
Switch is just upstairs from you while you're working.
Right, exactly. If I'm going to take
Yeah.
a break, I'm going to take a break and check like
Check those
see
turnip
what the
prices.
turnip prices are. I'm not gonna pop on my phone and see where the gyroids are.
Right. Oh gosh, I know. Now it's like so much of a chore, and I don't have a happy
there's
helper to
that.
help me anymore. Ugh.
I know.
Happy
Like, yeah, now
helper.
that I'm not giving them $3, it's like, is this even worth it? I'm never going to finish any event.
I know.
And that's
So-
exactly what happened. I have the 2 events I've participated in since March 20th. I did not finish either. So I'm just, it's
Yeah.
frustrating. It's not.
I
worth
don't
it.
know what's happening. The last 2 times that I've logged on were Littlest Boo and then Little Boo who had like sadness of like I remember that game, the Animal Crossing game, Mom, you had on your phone, and I was like, yeah, I
remember
still
that so
have it.
long
He's
ago?
like, well, I want to play that too. And I was like, oh,
Oh.
okay,
Go fishing,
I have it.
go
You can
fishing the
watch it.
easy way.
And he did.
Yeah.
He went fishing and he
Yeah.
enjoyed it. So yeah, I've logged on, but I have not. I have not played.
Yeah. It's just a different experience now that the only people interested are the
I've
2
got a
of them.
whole island to design right now.
I know, right?
I don't have time.
There's so much work to be done in Edda Mermaids.
No,
I
so
know.
much stuff.
It's not going to design itself, guys.
Those
I have to
animal,
move
those
all
villagers.
those houses that I decided were terrible places to begin with, and now I have to move all of them.
And the villagers
to
aren't
God.
going to contribute enough to those bridge contributions. You might get
I
like
don't
what
even-
100
I know.
bells added.
It's really bad. So I
And it's
just,
random,
I just
too.
pay it off immediately because
Like, why are they giving me 12 bells at a time? Like, what's happening? Like, who
I see a
gave
little barrel must
27?
be going up to the thing and just like finding the pocket change. that he
also
has
I
and
know
just
they're
like,
not
think.
broke because I've seen their houses
And
Ooh,
and
some
and
also
I know the
very
crap
sometimes,
that
fancy.
they have in there.
and sometimes I give them garbage and they give me 1,000 bells for nothing.
Oh yeah, they give me.
Nice.
I've been giving fruit to them, and I didn't know that they gave me muns for fruit.
Do they give you money for
nice.
fruit?
They give you muns for fruit.
Good to know. That's an easy gift. I
Yeah,
usually just give something random that I have duplicates of, or something I will never wear but will look great on BAM or whatever. And
Oh, fun.
yeah,
I looked, but I saw your cat, Joelle.
Yes. And you think it's
off the
happening
couch.
behind you.
And I'm like,
I know.
is my cat in here?
I watched you turn
It didn't
around
look like
and I
one
was
of my
like-
cats.
I was
It
like,
could have been Kayla, but she looked really
he's here.
dark to be Kayla. I was very confused.
He's
I
here,
was
not
very
there.
confused.
Well, you see, there's a sofa behind Leash as well, so I understand the confusion.
Yes, it's like
Just
they kind of blend together.
seeing it peripheral vision. Yeah, I
was
get
very
it. I get it. That's
confused.
too funny.
I'm gonna pause because
What?
I have to let Tigger out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Joelle's. Oh, well, Leash. Let's discuss at Mermaid Island. We're enjoying. Let's see. What can we talk about?
I'm really enjoying moving all of my
Yes.
my houses around.
That's fun. Are you keeping them
I-
all in a central location? Or are you
I
scattering
am.
them
Well,
strategically?
with the exception of Lion Cake and myself.
Oh,
We are Lion Cake and my house are going to be separate from
Okay.
the rest of the villagers because that's how we do. But the villagers are all going to be in a cluster together, like a little
Okay.
town, kind of like
Like what I
Joelle's,
did.
except mine is more like yours is more like Boston, like very like natural kind of.
Mine's like like rando villagey.
It's like natural, like cottagey.
Is yours gonna
and
be
mine
more
is
gritty?
more like gritty, more gritty.
and when she says gritty, she means with a D and not with a
With two
TTY.
Ds, yeah.
Gritty.
Gritty, the orange monster
I visited
mascot.
both Low and Hydro in the last 24 hours, and both of them have much more gridded islands.
I really like yours, and I like how you have the cliff around your little community, like the little hill.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
they
it's
live in a
nestled
valley.
in
Terraform.
a little valley.
It's very nice.
Oh.
It's a little nook,
One might call it Villager Valley. I don't know.
a little cranny, a little nook's cranny.
A little Villager
Villager
Valley. No, I
Valley.
like Villager Valley.
Fine.
Well, Nook's Cranny, in fairness, Nook's
Well,
Cranny is
I'm
already
done
taken.
here.
So.
But yeah, I moved one by one. I moved every single villager house except for the two that were already back there.
I mean, you're forced to do it one by
tons of
one
work.
because you
Yeah,
can't
you have
do
to
more
wait a
than
day, and you
No,
can't.
but I wish I had the foresight before I planted all those houses where I planted them on the
Yeah.
front of the
Oh.
island.
you could, but you
Oh,
couldn't
oh,
have
oh.
known at the
Yeah, yeah.
time.
You didn't understand the power you would
That's
have for
what kinda-
terraforming.
It's kind of like when you move into a new house. You can't predict what you're going to do to renovate and make new things until you've lived in it for a little bit.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Make
true.
changes when you see what's needed.
I've made more progress on my island than I have on my house in 3 years.
That's true. Well,
In
it's
1
a lot
month that I
easier
have
to
my house
get
in 3
bells
years.
than it is to make muns. Like
That's
you
true.
can't play
Also,
You don't have to pay
I mean, I
electric
guess you
bills
could
either.
play the real
other
market,
bills.
but like it's not as predictable.
No, no, the actual stock market is not as lucrative as the stock market has been for us.
No, definitely no.
Should we? Are we ready to leave Pocket Camp because we have the other?
Yes.
Yes.
Do 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 do. What's new?
Ha
What's new? New horizons.
New horizons.
What's new? What's new?
Ha ha.
Best song. Best song ever.
Without fail. So what is
what's
new in
new?
New Horizons? Some very exciting.
I don't know. Nothing big. Nothing big.
We woke up this morning to an update, and there was
a pretty
announcements
big deal.
prior to that.
Right, telling us about the
Yes.
forthcoming update, which is a big deal.
I was so
Leash,
excited.
what do you want to talk about with the updates?
Well, I would like to talk about Leaf's shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
Shrubbery?
The shrubbery.
Talk about some shrubs.
Specifically,
about some
I haven't
shrubs.
done any research on the shrubbery, and I would like to know what different types of shrubbery there are so that I can plan to get the other shrubbery that I do not have.
I can tell you what I know.
Okay.
So today I gathered azaleas, pink and white.
Yep.
Okay.
I had something called
Wait,
yellow.
wait, did you purchase them from him?
I purchased. Sorry, yeah, purchased seeds.
Pink and white.
I also had yellow and orange. They're called tea something. I'm gonna pull it up because I can't not remember what they're
All right,
called.
I'm going to look at mine too.
But I was at
Tea
Hydro's
something.
Island.
Yes.
I bought the other colors of azaleas. There was red and yellow, I believe. I have to go check my seeds because now I'm drawing a blank. I also learned on our Discord that Lauren has hydrangeas, so those are coming.
Yay! I was hoping we get
Ooh.
hydrangeas.
And are these changing every? Is he coming back? What's his deal?
I don't think
I'm
we
not
know.
sure. Is he? I was wondering, is he going to be here throughout the whole event,
That's
or
what
is
I
he
wanna
going to? Yeah, or is he going to just be gone and then come back?
I would
last
love it
day?
if I got sick of him. Yeah, I would love it if he was there every day, and that
And
way
is he
had
going to
different
switch up
inventory.
his inventory, or is it the
he must.
same inventory? That I got
Or maybe like either he's going to come back every day, or he's going to come back every few days, and like it'll be like Kix, right? Like he's in the same
Hopefully.
spot as Kix, and
Yeah,
you know
just
he'll
keep
give
visiting.
us, a different inventory every time he visits.
So
That's my expectation.
revisiting, going back to the shrubbery, if we may,
Yes.
Schwubbly.
that we can purchase. So each person has, when Leaf is in your town, he has 2 types of shrubbery and 2 types of flowers that he's selling, I believe.
Yeah, I
that
noticed
sound
that
right?
it was 3 colors of 2 types of flowers, so you get
Right.
the full set, which is nice.
Which is nice. I was really hoping for Cosmos, and
I
I
have
did not
Cosmos.
get them. Oh my gosh, Leash, can I please
wanna
visit
come
your
over?
town after? Yeah.
Come over.
Yeah, I got
hey.
Cosmos
Yeah.
and Lilies today.
Yes, so I had lilies and mums, which I have so many of both of those.
I have
The ones I
Cosmos and
got-
mums.
The ones I got from Hydro's Island were not azaleas; they were hibiscus. There was
Hibiscus,
red.
that's what I have in mind too.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't have.
Hibiscus. What are your tea things?
Yes, tell us about the tea things.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
someone
I'm-
has holly. I can't
right,
remember
holly
who.
is one of those things too.
oh yeah, someone mentioned holly. That was the other Lauren, I think, mentioned holly.
I have
Confused. There were a lot of
camellias.
things.
Oh, camellias, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
so
man, I
look
definitely
at
wanna
all
buy
these
some
different ones.
camellias.
The one I have is called orange or yellow tea olive.
Tea
Oh,
olive.
They're pretty. They're kind of like a weeping willow shaped bud. It was very pretty.
that's lovely. Tea olives, how
Tea
nice
olive.
and delightful.
So yeah, the yellow and orange and the pink and white. So I've literally littered my island with these
Shrubbery.
little shrubberies.
Schwubbly.
And then I
Me
bought
with
more
the schwubbly.
hibiscus. And if I could keep buying, I'm just gonna cover my island with shrubbery because they're just so pretty.
That sounds great. So are you going to just scatter them about? Are you using them as hedges anywhere? How are you feeling about
I've
them?
been using them as hedges. Like I've been
Nice.
making rows of bushes, like 4 in a row. I did one little section around Able Sisters.
Yeah, because I don't know if they mentioned it, but you're not going to be able to walk. I don't think you're going to be able to walk through these.
I walked through them already.
I know, but like you know how you have like
Once they
sapling
grow.
trees that you can walk through, and then
Oh, but then
they
well,
turn
if I
into
have to move them, I
trees.
move them.
Did you
There.
see that Tom Nook said that we are going to be able to make hedges?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you visited
So
him
if-
after
if-
you grew
Did you
some?
plant 20
Grew
yet?
some.
20 bushes or shrubberies
yeah.
today?
Yeah.
So if you plant
So
20,
maybe I already
just-
have it.
you have to go back and talk to him, and he gives you
Oh,
the
I have
DIY.
it. No, I
Yeah.
have it.
Never mind. It's already there.
Just
And so the hedges are
I
basically
was
like.
just testing you to see if you knew about it.
I just
Joelle.
want to see if you knew that I knew that I had it.
I mean, we're talking about it, so it's good. The
I
hedges
mean,
are
how
a
would I have
fence.
known about the hedges unless he told me about the hedges, right?
That's true.
That's true.
Obviously.
They're going to
Tricky.
act like a fence. Like you can use them as fencing.
As
for the
far
most
as I
part.
know, that should be the way they work because that's the
Should
way
I
they
make
work.
one?
What the hedges?
A hedge?
Oh, yeah.
And see what happens?
I haven't actually
Yeah.
made a hedge yet. I'm not sure what they look.
Yeah, I look forward to
Fancy.
reporting back on if I've
We'll have to
boxed
see.
myself in with all of these shrubberies.
Oh, I gave Leaf all my weeds like a dumbass.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
need
and now you need
weeds.
to make more. I had to go to islands. I had to go to Mystery Islands and collect weeds today. Yeah. Same problem. I was like, oh, I didn't know weeds were going to be useful again.
Useful again.
I've just
Yeah.
been getting rid of them or turning them into like leaf umbrellas and giving them
Everything-
away.
when you think something is useless and you should just sell it all, remember to stop yourself and say, "Wait, there's probably going to be some craft that I want to use these for."
Oh yeah,
know,
let's
make
have a
yourself a
conversation
hoarder.
Yes.
about
Make yourself a
rusted
hoarder.
parts.
Get those pockets. Rusted parts.
Rusted parts are apparently
Yes.
very hard to find, and when you get
They
to
sure
a point
are.
where you can start crafting something called a robot,
I know.
you're
I
gonna
heard.
want
I
those
saw
rusted
somebody talking
parts.
about that.
yes,
Quick question.
yes,
Answer.
I had a rusted part. How does one acquire a rusted part? Because I thought, so here's how I thought I had it. I dug up a regular part while I was partnering with Desmond.
Okay.
And it went into my magic box. You know how it goes in the magic box when you try to pick up something
Yes.
when you're
That's
doing.
when you have multiple players.
And then I ignored it, and then I went into the box, and I think it turned into a rusted part. Is that a
So-
thing that happens, or
so
am I
my-
making that up?
My understanding is
It was
when
definitely in the box.
So when
where I found
Gulliver visits,
Yeah.
he asks you to find his parts, and you go around and find those parts around the island.
Yeah.
You return them to Gulliver.
Yeah.
All of that happens. Those parts don't turn into rusted parts because you don't keep them usually.
Right.
The rusted part comes after a Gulliver visit, is what I understand. So he's they just show up in your recycle box after he has come to your island because he's only visited me
it.
twice. And
But
I only
you
have 2
don't dig
rusted
them up.
parts. I've never dug
no.
them up. I've always found them in my recycle box.
Okay.
That sounds consistent with what's happened to me. That I've just found them in the recycle bin.
So maybe it was just a coincidence that I had scooped one up.
Well, because if you found one in the island, that means Gulliver was somewhere on your island. You maybe just never saw him.
No, I was helping Desmond
Okay.
find the parts,
Okay.
and then I found one, and I picked it up, and it goes wee, and then it
Yeah.
poofed poofs disappears.
Because it
And then
magically
and then I
goes
was
to
like,
Gulliver.
I guess I'll just check the box later. And I checked the box, and it was a rust.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
It's related to the fact that Gulliver visited, but it's not the same part you picked up.
Okay.
I think.
Interesting. So I don't
That's
know
my
where that
understanding.
part
Like
went.
I
Unless,
don't know
like-
more than that.
Well, you might have dug up some. I'm not sure.
Maybe I
There's
picked-
uncommon. There might be other ways to get them too. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if they
that's
all go
true.
through
I
the
actually don't know
recycle
if you
bin.
can find them any other way. The two I found have been.
Well, so let's keep an eye out for the next times
Yeah.
we get rusted parts to make sure we know where they came from.
Like, I just wonder if maybe it was like an extra part that I couldn't use for Desmond, so it went into that box, and then
Maybe.
after Gulliver left, it's no longer a useful part, and it becomes a rusted part, kind of like a turnip turns.
It could be that, but I thought there was only
sour.
5 to find, and that's it. Like I didn't think there would be more.
Is it possible
But
it
if
works
I
differently
picked
in a
it
group?
up
Yeah, like if it's multiple people's. I don't know.
Oh, then there was maybe
while
up
it
to
was
10.
Desmond's playtime,
Yeah, I
you know
don't
what I mean? Maybe my
Yeah.
normal part turned into a rusted part.
There's a lot
Maybe
of
that's it.
mysteries.
Maybe that's a
with
loophole. I mean, if that's a thing, maybe that's a loophole. If I just keep trying to find the rusted regular parts for Desmond while he's playing.
Well, speaking of loopholes, I think there's other loopholes when you play together because we learned about the fishing tourney. If you play with friends, you have better
it all
results,
goes
or it's
toward your
easier, or
goals
something,
together.
right?
Yeah, your goal.
Everybody's
it's
points
remember?
get collected together. Is that what the deal was?
that how it
you're
works?
working toward each other's goals, so you're getting.
I think
everybody's
it's
fishes
cooperative.
goes. Yeah, all the points go together.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd like that to be true because that was after I learned that there was a possibility of getting 400 points in order to get the golden trophy. I was like, that is insane because I just barely got
fishing-
over 100 and I spent
fishing for
way too long
12
doing
straight
it.
hours, I guess.
Blah, no thanks.
Sounds
But I mean, it
like
was still
It's
fun.
like
I
it's
enjoyed what I did.
commitment.
It's a big
Definitely
commitment.
If I enjoyed fishing enough, that would be great. I don't actually enjoy it enough.
But
I
you
love
enjoy it more
fishing.
than
I
Stardew
do love
Valley
fishing.
fishing.
Well, I enjoy a root canal more than I enjoy Stardew Valley fishing.
Well, that's a glowing review of
That
Root
was
Canal.
the living worst.
I'm so sorry. Womp, womp.
No, I find fishing in New Horizons just a bit boring and annoying because I can never seem to get the right angle and they just ignore me.
Oh,
and
it's a little
fly
tedious,
past my
right.
lure, and it's
The cone of attention of the fish is more concentrated. It's harder to hit than in, say, Pocket Camp, where you can just be anywhere around the fish and it acknowledges it and swims
and
toward
the
it.
goal in Pocket Camp was to tap them on the nose, and then they would just be there. And when I tap them on the nose in this game, it floats under
You
my
were
lure.
spoiled, Joelle. You didn't know how good you had it.
Yeah, you had it real good,
I
Joelle.
did not. I mean, I will tell you, that it's easier to fish in New Horizons than it was for me to fish in City Folk because I could not figure out how to use that Wii
yeah, that was
mote
crazy.
at all.
Oh,
crazy.
gotcha.
I'm much
Yeah,
happier
that's
with
always-
this stable,
right. That you didn't have to worry about the cursor
The
pointing.
Wiimote was tricky.
Sure. Because you had to not accidentally be pointing at the screen with the cursor at the same time as using the control sticks, which is that's just asking for trouble.
Hey, I'm putting my hedges by each of my little gridded sections. Each little
Gridlet?
house, each little villager house is getting its own
Oh,
set
nice.
of
Leash,
one
is your
color
gate
hedge.
is your gate open?
I think I just opened it.
Oh, okay.
didn't
I'll
I
go
do
try it again. I tried it a
I'm-
little while
It'll
ago.
take me too many
Maybe-
minutes to figure out how to connect, so I might not do it.
Maybe
We'll
I
see.
didn't do it. I
Maybe I'll come
definitely went over there and tried to do it, but then I didn't pay attention to if I actually did it.
I'll try once again.
Can we talk about
Let's
the
see.
other announcement
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
today?
Yes. You're talking about the stuff to come announcement. Yes.
Well, there's a very important
Oh, nope, it's
announcement.
closed.
Okay.
I don't know what I
Tell
was
us
doing
what your
over
announcement
there.
is rather than having me guess what it is. I'm sorry.
No. I was thinking about the one that you're thinking about, but then I remembered there was something I also wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So the one I want to talk about is very small. It's a UI change, but UI changes fill me with delight.
I think I know
What
the
is
one
it?
you're going to talk about, and I'm excited for it
Tell
too.
me.
When you walk by or get near dropped items that are on a surface like a table or a chair, it now has a little hover label to tell you what the
Best.
H it is. Because
Which
if you
is so
recall,
good.
Really?
literally
It
just
does?
yesterday,
Yes.
you have to
Great
pick
improvement.
everything up.
Right?
Yes.
And so
like
that
if it's
will
on a
make-
stand or like
Yeah.
a stand, you can see it if you stand by
Yeah.
it.
So that means if Captain Shack wants to do another touch party, he can actually put out tables
Yay.
this time.
Yes, which is
want.
brilliant because then you won't have to worry about it.
It's maybe
cluttering
still
up.
not as easy, but if he wants to do that, he can.
I mean, I
Well-
think his touch party was a great success.
Oh, that's we should follow up and talk about that because you were
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
should have
should've
followed
talked
up on that. It was great. It was great. There was
Yay!
it was filled up. I brought a lot of stuff. I think Hydra brought a lot of stuff. Several people brought a lot of stuff. So I think moving forward, there's some just ideas of how to make it a little bit more friendly toward like having a large group of people there and having things switched out. But
Yeah, you guys
it was
mentioned
awesome.
like a,
He had
like
like
a
little
limit
grids.
next time.
He had little grids set up for each person to put their stuff down.
So fun.
I saw they were color coded. Like everyone
were
had like their own colored
color-coded.
squares.
It was
Wow,
very
so
nice.
thoughtful. Very
Everyone,
cool.
I thought I had lost an item, but it just ended up getting moved to a different square. Totally fine. Found it. No big
Yay.
deal. Got a lot of really cool stuff that is like I've never seen or heard of before. So
That's like now in
Yay,
your
that's
catalog,
awesome.
right? So everything
now
you
they're in
touched
my
is now in your
catalog.
catalog.
So like I have
Okay.
like that chess set that's like 99 bells, 99,000 bells.
What was your
in my
biggest?
catalog.
What was your most favorite thing that you found?
Yeah,
at
what
that
was
touch
the
Ooh, let me
coolest
look.
thing?
Let me look.
Yeah,
Wait,
tell
let
us.
me
I'm
let me
excited.
finally open this gate.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah,
I was going to say,
I'm working on connecting.
I almost canceled it again. I was like, wait, what am I doing?
I mean, it's
You
so
do have
distracting
other
when you're
things.
talking to Orville. Yeah,
Okay, it's open. It's
Yay, thanks.
cool.
By the time you guys are listening to the podcast, though, it is probably not.
Or maybe by
Leash's gates are
happenstance
not
it will be open again.
Sorry.
You just don't
You
know.
can try. You can try. Let me go to
Okay,
my
yeah, you were
catalog.
gonna recount your favorite items. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone's on their way.
I guess that means I should wait a second.
Oh no, it doesn't. You'll just get queued up. It might just be like, wait a second, or it might just be perfectly in time. You never know.
I want to fly.
But anyway, tell us. Have you found some of your
Tell us,
favorite
Leash,
items?
tell us.
Leash?
Oh, I wanted to look at my catalog.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
Somebody's
I
on their
sabotaged.
way.
It's gonna be a minute or two before we can look at your catalog, so we maybe should move on and come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you want to talk about
so
the
wait, is that a
other-
tiny delight? Are we talking about tiny delights? What are we
No,
doing?
Was
no,
that your
we're
tiny
still
delight?
talking about what's new,
This
and
is
this was a
what's new.
follow up.
What's new? What's new? Sorry, I didn't know where we were in
okay.
space and time.
Well, we snuck a follow up into
I
what's
didn't
new.
want
I think is what
to. I
happened.
didn't want to miss my song. Cute.
No, you're fine. You've still
Oh,
got time.
yes,
I will
that's right.
ask before, and then that'll be your
Yes.
intro. I will ask about it.
Okay.
But do you want to talk about the changes for some new friends who are coming, or a new friend who is coming that brings another change?
Who's not Leaf?
Who's not Leaf? Yes. Do you want
His
to talk
name's
about?
Red? But I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about how he's getting here, or what the dilly is, or anything. So
Well,
please share.
did you watch the trailer, or do you want to not
No.
be told about it? Oh, well, darn. Maybe
didn't.
you should pull it up and check
Is it
it
a
out because that's kind
is
of.
it a spoiler though? We should. Be
It's a
able to tell
trailer,
'cause
though.
It's out though, and it's
I didn't
It's
say
not.
it was
Oh,
a-
I see what you're saying. It would only be it's not a spoiler. I just if Leash wanted to watch it right now.
Okay.
She could
I
watch
just
it
How
now.
do I find it? Is it
all
on
I'm
Twitter?
saying is
if you
we
go
should,
to
we should
Twitter
probably
for
talk
the-
about it today and not wait.
Yes,
That's what
yeah.
I'm getting at.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. It's not a
Oh,
spoiler.
so you're saying it's not a spoiler?
No,
It's
that's
not.
right. It was.
Oh, I thought Joelle was like,
I think Joel was.
No,
it a
no, I was
spoiler?
reacting. Sorry, I was reacting to Sarah being very cautious. She didn't want to spoil it for you, Leash.
Yes, if you wanted to
Right.
watch the trailer right now, then you can be delighted by it, and it'll be great.
you guys are crazy.
Oh my god.
I gotta go find Tommy Nookie. Is that what I'm doing? Tom Nookie. He's got
To
it.
do what? To
Yeah,
get your
for
hedges.
no, to see the trailer on
Oh,
either
the
YouTube or
video.
Twitter.
There's too many things,
There's
can't
too many
find it.
things.
and I'm about to interrupt your game. I'm coming.
That's
I'm
okay,
my
come
way.
on
I
over.
can't find it.
That's okay.
How do
Leash
I
is another
find it?
game. Here, let me see. You know what? I
Someone
just
send
Is
me
it
the
is it
link.
on
I will send you a
Twitter?
link.
Should we be
This.
like futzing
while you're
right now with
Joelle, you concentrate on getting to Leash's Island, and I
I'm
will.
working on it.
We're so put together.
Yeah, we
got it all
really
figured out.
This is the best part of.
together.
You know, we haven't had enough songs in this episode, though. I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, we'll get there.
We'll have to remedy that. I'm just saying. We've
Okay,
got
have you-
probably like 30 more minutes to really step up our
Well,
song.
I'm just worried you're not going to find the video before 30 minutes is up.
Wait, is it? I think I found it 2 days
Oh,
ago.
yep, 2 days ago. The April free update is the name of the video. So if you found that, then you're good
Wait,
to go.
why is it a free update?
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
I do not. Like
I don't know
that
if you
word
guys
free.
remember. They also said that in the original Nintendo Direct that the first the springtime
still
thing
don't
was
like
going to be a
it.
free update. I
There's
know,
an
of course you don't,
implication.
because if there's a chance that it's going to be something that we have to pay for, that sucks.
Yeah.
But that might
I'm
just
not
be the
looking
way it
forward
goes.
to giving them more money.
Oh, I see.
But at
Jolly
least-
Red's treasure trawler.
The treasure trawler. So it's a boat. It's a boat. It's all about a boat. All about boats.
But my assumption is he
butt.
visits, and you buy art, and then you bring it to Blathers. Is that kind of what
And
we're
he tells you if
expecting?
it's a fake. Is he gonna tell us it's a fake?
That's.
Is
I
what
mean,
you're
if it
waiting?
keeps with the way it worked in other Animal Crossing games, yes, that it would be. Red brings a selection of artwork, and based on either what you know about artwork or just what looks like it looks, or this looks like it could be real. You get to pick out, it used to just be one of the items. So maybe he might have
What
4
is
items.
the Mayday ticket?
What is the Mayday ticket?
What's the Mayday ticket?
I don't know. What's the Mayday ticket?
It
I
says,
don't-
do
I
you
don't-
want to travel using your Mayday ticket?
Oh,
Are you
I'm
ready to
not
go on
sure
the
what that
tour with
could
your
be.
Mayday ticket? May 1st through the 7th, guys.
Sounds like
Mayday.
And it's like
Mayday.
a
birthday
whole,
stuff.
there's like a whole island of like just like hedge mazes.
it sounds
That sounds
pretty
delightful.
exciting. Yes, so
Dance
this is cool.
rally. What's this?
Oh yeah, more things. There's just some exciting stuff happening. I know, leash, so much stuff. But yeah, I think
Ah.
I was most excited about red being a thing that's coming back because that means that museum will be. Oh, that leash is going to hyperventilate, so we should let her finish and tell us what she's so excited about. What are you so excited about?
Wedding season?
Are you talking about the wedding?
Yes, so the only married couple.
Are they getting married? Are we going to attend their wedding? Or are
I
they?
believe it's an anniversary photo shoot, and that we're going to get sweet wedding related items to do the photo shoot at.
By the way,
Bugs
that's Reese
Island.
and Cyrus we're talking about.
Oh yes, they're the pink and blue alpacas. They were the owners of retail in New Leaf, which was the recycling shop that would buy back all your stuff, and Cy would make stuff for you. He would do the customizations for furniture and make them special.
I love
And
their
they're adorable.
aprons. Can we get their aprons in New Horizons?
Ooh,
probably
maybe.
I
Hopefully,
want
we get.
That's really
Yeah.
cute with the little heart and the big stitching. It's perfect. I love it.
It is pretty cute.
Yeah, we had it in Pocket Camp.
Why can't we have it everywhere?
Yeah, I used to love that
Why
little
can't we
like
have
it was like
here?
an
I want
apron
some.
dress. I loved it. It'll I'm
Leash.
leash. It'll come. I'm sure all of the stuff. If Bunny Day is any reflection on like what they're going to be bringing us on a monthly basis, I think lots of
That's
fun
a
things
lot,
are
though.
afoot.
It is.
Maybe so, but the free part, I don't like that.
Well, I mean, you can
Right.
like it right now because right now it
Yes,
is
you
still
can enjoy
free.
it now. Exactly.
But I don't like
I
the
don't like the
implication.
verb. I mean, the verb, the
Right.
adjective.
The adjective. The verb.
The
I don't
verb.
like the
To
adjective. I mean,
free.
verb.
I do like the verb free. I don't.
I don't like it when it won't
Freeing.
be free.
Yeah, so enjoy this one. And you also get hi. And so we also do
what
have
are you
the-
wearing in your little hairs?
they're little buns. They're little bun
do?
cover buns.
Are those the buns I
it's-
gave you,
if you-
Sarah?
Oh,
they the blue ones?
I have some beautiful ones that you gave me. These are a different one that I just bought today. These are orange ones. So orange for my
orange.
outfit
Where do you
today.
get them?
They're at my shop. If you wanted to visit after, we can go to mine. Oh wait, no, nope, it'll already be closed.
Yeah,
but I
or
can
at least
give
I
you
can
them.
send you the
can
blue
have
ones if you want the blue ones.
Hmm.
I have the blue ones in my
Yeah,
catalog leash.
blue ones. Yeah, my Able Sisters is closed.
That's right. It's
She's
9:30.
closed.
Yeah, I'll send you the blue ones leash so you can.
And
at
I
least
can
have
send you the
those.
orange ones, so you have
Yeah.
a choice of 2 colors, 2 complementary colors.
There's my friend.
Hi,
friend.
Viking leash.
Yeah,
I'm dressed
La
as a
Belle
witch
was
duck.
there yesterday.
Uh huh.
Yeah, label.
She made me put
label with label.
La Belle.
Did she make you put like a fairy tale or fantasy outfit on?
No, I had to have it was like either like not pop star, like I don't remember what she said. It had to be something that's like set the stage, like crazy actory.
Stage crazy.
I don't know. She gave me a samurai outfit and then she's like,
Ooh.
work with this.
That's awesome.
And I was like,
I
okay.
never work with what she gives me ever.
Well,
I always go do my
put
own thing.
on I put on my Viking helmet because that seemed to fit with the samurai outfit, and some ballet
historical?
slippers, some ballet slippers,
Perfect.
some
How did she-
random.
How did she like it? What did she tell you? She said, "This is
She said it was
perfect. This is the
fantastic.
inspiration." Yes, this is
She
the
said it was
inspiration I
great.
needed.
She always gives me compliments.
I was really nervous.
I was sent on a fairy tale hunt, and I went to Able Sisters and bought like a whole noble prince outfit. And then
Ooh.
I put, what did I put on my head? I forget. But anyway, it was like sort of like a hodgepodge of things. But she still told me, she was like, "What a fabulous choice," or whatever she said.
Yay!
I was like, "Great, we're good."
I had the Peter Pan leotard Sprite outfit in my store
That
today.
sounds amazing.
In multiple colors, green
Ooh.
and purple and pink. I
Love
don't know
it.
if there's purple.
Peter
If I got
Pan.
That is
purple, I would have probably bought you one. Joe.
Oh, as you must
appreciate
do.
that.
As you do. It purple.
My inventory is like a third purple at this point.
I can't believe it's not like 90% purple.
I mean, I have given things away, whether, if I just could not imagine wearing it despite it being purple, it happens. Some things are just not my jam.
That's fair. You know what? You can't like everything just because it's purple. I mean,
No.
you can
in
like
fact,
it more.
Like, you
You
guys
have to be
also
a
know
purple
that.
connoisseur.
Well, you guys
Yes.
also know that there's certain shades of purple that are more my jam than others. Like, I got in a fight with my mother about the wrong shade of purple for my wedding. It was a whole thing.
Wait, what?
I didn't know that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
like I don't like. I've moved on from that because I'm no longer planning
You're
my
not
wedding
really
8
a
years
lavender
ago.
girl in my mind. You're more of
Yeah.
like a eggplanty or aubergine type of girl.
I usually prefer the darker purples, but
Yeah.
like I also enjoy a vivid purple, like those ultraviolets, and certain like kind of dusty lavenders I like. But like anything that's like just pastel lavender, just because it's purple doesn't mean it's for me. That's sort of where I land on that one.
So you're saying you don't want the Lolita, Gothic Lolita style purple frilly dress?
I
maybe
don't.
you
I
do.
also just don't want that dress in any color because it's just not my jam.
It's fair.
I didn't get it for you. It was also in my thing. I was like, she won't wear that.
I would keep it in my inventory and then feel guilty for not wearing it.
I mean, it
It's
might be
kinda
good for
where we
a
are with that.
costume one day.
It's true. Like there are things I collect just for the costume sake of it all. I am wearing a duck beak today. You can tell how much I care about costumes.
Yay, costume fun times.
But should we? Is that all that's new? All the fun stuff we just talked about? Should we move
Yeah,
on
The
I mean,
to
is
museum
there
is
anything
coming.
else?
Did we talk
Oh,
about
the
how the
museum.
museum is coming? I mean, the art museum is coming. Art
to
museum.
Red.
Art museum.
Yes.
So I assume like you bring things to Blathers, and if it's legit, he puts it in the museum, maybe,
He'll
or
put it in
something.
the
We'll figure
expand-
that out. Yeah.
Once we have artwork, he'll expand the museum to accept this quality artwork. It'll be very exciting.
And I'm going to assume it's one of those things where you go to him, he's like, great, now bring me 5 more. And you bring him 5 more. And then he, says, okay, tomorrow the museum will be expanded. Like it's probably something like that.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I just kind of assumed that it might be just the new wing and it'll fill up as time goes by.
Maybe.
Things have been unlocked as you get to them, I've noticed in this game. So I'm curious if it's more of a timing
never
thing.
know.
Do
We'll have to
you guys
wait
want to take a
and
quick
see.
break
Yes.
and then we can talk about our new contest that
Yeah.
Scrooge McMoney Duck Quackers McBags is coming
Scrooge
up with?
McMoney Duck Quackers
I don't know what
McBags.
his name.
Yes. I think it's a great time for a break.
All right. And we're back.
Yay.
What a
So
great break.
let us talk about Scrooge McQuackers, Money Duck McUncle.
That guy.
I'm really glad we shortened that long name to Uncle Moneybags McDuck, but his official name is whatever we just said.
Yes.
We'll have to rewind it and actually get the transcript of it.
Well, I mean, if it's not the episode title, I'll try my best.
It happened right by the break, Joelle. So
I should be able to
easy
find
to
it.
find.
I'll be searching for it anyway. Which was 44. Okay.
Joelle, take it away. Of course, take
it away.
Joelle.
Yes. So our just dear benefactor, Uncle Moneybags
Aw.
McDuck, Scrooge Uncle Moneybags McDuck. I don't know what we called him. Hydro. If you know him
Yay,
in our
thanks, Hydro.
Discord and in
For
the
short.
game, his name is Hydro. He has generously offered to host yet another contest that we can announce in our episode. This contest is a very quick and easy one. All you have to do is join the Discord, find his post, and react to his post
Under the contest
under the contest channel.
Yep.
And if you react to his post, you go into a random drawing, and one person will win a royal crown, which is a 1.2 million bell item.
Yes, they're very precious.
They are
Cost
precious.
quite a pretty
You gotta
penny.
save a pretty penny to be able to buy one. So he's just giving it away. There's going to be a
know.
graphic we're going to post
So
to remind
cool.
everyone. And I believe the drawing will be on Sunday. I did not look that up. I think we agreed on Sunday. So anyway, you will hear this Friday, maybe Saturday. You'll have till Sunday to join the Discord and get in on it.
Yeah,
then
and
it's
just
a
click
quick
on the
draw.
duck.
It's just a
Click
click
on
on the
that
duck.
Click on the
Yeah.
duck. Yeah, and you don't have to engage in any other things. I think you said it was randomly selected.
Yeah.
So
There's no other
it could
activity.
be
You don't
you.
have to, you don't have to create a graphic.
So if
don't
you
have
want to
do
be a
any extra
lurker
work.
like me and just click on the duck, You'd have to click on Pete first if you're joining.
Oh, right.
And then click on the duck.
First, click on
So 2
Pete,
clicks.
then go to contest, then click
This
on
will
the
make
duck.
sense if you go to the Discord. If you're outside of it, it sounds very confusing.
And I will also just remind everyone, in order to get to the Discord, we recommend you direct message us. A couple people messaged us just via regular tweets this week, and boy, did I miss those. I did respond to them eventually. So if you need, there's a cat rubbing her face against the microphone. If you want to get in on it, just DM us in. I prefer Instagram and Facebook. Twitter, I am slower at, but I will try to see them before Sunday so you can get in.
Yeah, or you can email us, right?
Yeah, the pocket pod.
Yes, we did have one request through email.
Pocketpod@gmail.com.
Did we have one through Gmail, Sarah? Did you take care of that one? I didn't see it. Thank you.
Yep.
You're welcome.
The Pocket Pod.
Pocket.
I'm really sorry
at
for this
gmail.com.
cat white noise that's happening right now.
It's very subtle. It sounds like a gentle brushing through the air.
A brushing.
Good
So
music surrounds
that's
the air.
that's our contest. One of these days we should have a fun little song intro for the contest, but we haven't gotten there yet.
All right. There's so many songs I gotta come up with. This is a songless episode, guys. I'm very sorry.
Well, and the other thing I was going to say, Hydro also said he's going to do this weekly. He's going to have. He's going to. I don't know how much we're going to guarantee. There will always be one every week, but it's going to be
right, but maybe
often. So
That's very
joining the Discord
often, and also our touch
nice
parties
thing.
are also, I think, trying to happen more frequently too.
I hope I can play next time. I know that
because unwrinkle the kinks.
Yes, unkinkle
the wrinkles.
Unkinkle the wrinkles. We'll have to wait and see. And hopefully there might be some different times.
Yeah, and
11:30 p.m. Eastern is inaccessible for some people. So hopefully we can find other times. Maybe
we'll figure it out. Or maybe there's different.
Well, I was just
time
going to say
zone related.
Cap and Shack has his own time limit, so maybe we'll have other people hosting that can host at different times. And actually, I believe if they're going to do one in Europe, it'll be called Dropsies and Swapsies,
which I think is completely adorable.
Which is my jam. I'm in. Right.
Sounds like a.
So
great
we got
name.
Touch Party or Dropsies and Swapsies. You pick.
They're all great names.
Yes.
And on that note, I am once again asking you to share your tiny delights.
Oh. Sky rockets in flight.
Do.
Tiny delights.
Yay. Welcome to our segment called Tiny Delights.
Yes, I'm so excited. Guys,
Who wants to get started with their tiny delights?
I had a little one.
Share it, Joelle.
So I'll start with a bigger delight, which is I love terraforming. I'm obsessed with it. I have waterfalls everywhere.
Nice.
While crafting
moving too fast.
Okay, so Joelle, we hear you like waterfalls.
I like waterfalls.
Chasing waterfalls.
I like chasing. I really like creating them. I guess you could call it chasing. So you guys may have noticed on my island that I have this delightful little waterfall feature right in front of my town square area.
Yes,
and
the little floating
island,
not floating island, but it's elevated island of waterfalls.
It's like a little mini square cliff that has 4 waterfalls, one on each side. I'm going to give a shout out to Nintendo guru Bobby, who posted a video about this. Nice. And I was inspired and made my own.
Fantastic.
So thank you to Bobby. So anyway, I was creating this thing and I did not follow his instructions quite right because I did not leave my space for me to get down after I built it.
Oh, did you have to call the rescue squad?
I had to call the rescue rangers.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, tell us all about it.
So I first tell you it's cheap. It's only 100 Nook miles. So
that's the price of buying a flimsy shovel on an island when yours breaks and you don't have the proper equipment and resources to make a new one.
Exactly.
Not that that's ever happened to me.
Happens all the time. Yes, it is very cheap and affordable. And so Tabby, awesome. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys.
So what happens if you don't have the Nook miles? What do you do?
Maybe if they see that you have less, they would still rescue you for no charge or something.
The game auto saves, and all you do is you press that minus button and you just restart. You just close out, and then you wake up in your house again. But it's more fun to not have to restart, and it's more fun to have a little quick chat with Resetti. So anyway,
did you actually see him?
No, you don't see him. It's all dark, like it was in that video.
Oh my gosh.
But like his little voice pops up with the
Yeah.
and it's just a quick interaction. Like, oh, looks like someone's stuck, and they dispatch you. But at the very end, this is the tiny delight when you're finished getting dropped off, and you literally just get like plopped down somewhere, and it's all magic. You never see a plane or crane or anything. He reminds you there's no need to remember to save anymore because the game auto saves. Like, now that I'm retired, I'm still going to remind you this is very important. You don't need to remember to save. It was very cute.
Oh my gosh, Resetti, I'm so excited. Oh, Joelle, I'm so glad you got
You know
Resetti.
it's him. Just kidding.
You just know.
He's sweet buddy.
So yeah, I'm a little bummed you don't actually ever see the rescue rangers. Like I want to know what they all look like.
Bandale.
Rescue Rangers.
I wonder if Monterey was there.
Monterey Jack and Gadget and the mosquito that I can't remember the name
fly. What was his name? Zipper?
Zipper.
Yeah,
Tim helped us with Zipper.
I said it to Matt Dillon.
No, I believe you.
did.
Leash wants you to know she also knew it was Zipper. She didn't copy you. She knew it all on her own, but thank you for contributing anyway.
I did. But no, I needed confirmation.
You need a confirmation of what?
From
That is
Tim.
correct? Oh.
Yeah. Tim would know.
Do you confirm that Zipper is correct?
I confirm that it's correct.
Tim confirms that Zipper is correct.
So you concur.
He concurs, is what he's saying. He concurs.
So he concurs. Okay.
But do you concur?
But I concur. Yes.
Oh,
So you concur.
Delightful.
So that's my
that's
tiny
a
delight.
wonderful delight, Joelle. I'm so glad you got to. I was wondering, when are we going to get to this? Because I've not had a moment to be trapped, and was like, I just gotta wait for it to happen, I guess. But
I mean, I suppose
so
you could
exciting.
just be tired and just want to be immediately dispatched and spend the. But it was fun to actually be stuck and go, I have an option.
darn it, this connection interrupted again, and I'm going to lose all the stuff that I bought, and I'm really mad.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my bad. Was it my house? My place?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, you should have.
I remember thinking, no, that's okay. And I remember
I
thinking
actually-
as soon as I bought stuff, I was like, I should have just left because I know I was like, when that happened
sorry.
before. No, it's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Leash,
It's
are you
just the way-
familiar
Well-
with the sleep timer options? I learned today you can turn those off so that it never goes to sleep, and then you don't kick friends out.
Yes, that is very
Pro tip,
important.
because I've made that mistake before.
How do I do that?
In your Switch settings, you go find this. There's a sleep timer section, and there's also a display, and you want to turn off all of that stuff that says like it goes
Is
to
there
sleep.
like a longer one? I don't want to turn it off.
I mean, you could set it to
se.
5 hours or whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
10 minutes. I see. Ooh,
Yeah, it
30
defaults to
minutes
10
or
minutes.
Never.
yeah. But
30
that
minutes
one
isn't
is
too bad.
That one is just to shut down, like to put the thing to sleep. You could also like turn off the display after a certain point if that's in the sleep timer information. So
Either
do all
way,
that.
it's no harm done. It's like not a big deal. It's just one of those
I'm
things.
back
that's
home.
just,
I'm
like,
safe and sound.
Yeah,
it's
safe
fine.
and sound. And we'll always have more times to hang
I'm
out.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Do you want
It's
me to
all
unlock
right.
my gate again?
it's
I
all
can do it. I'm doing
I don't even remember
just
why
in
I was
case
there.
you
I just
change your
wanted to
mind.
visit.
I wanted the camellias. That's what I
so
wanted.
Oh, I did want the camellias. I never did
Come
that.
back, guys.
I'll come back. I'll come back and for the two C's, the camellias and the cosmos.
I'm on
Oh,
my
by the way,
way.
guys, I have a cosmos shower recipe. I want to make that, but I need cosmos flowers for
What's
it.
a shower?
It's like
I
it's like a
need-
bathroom. It's like a little tall flower that I presume sprinkles with water.
Ooh.
I know. Right?
I need
What do you need?
purple wind flowers so I can
Ooh.
make my stupid little
Stupid little what?
flower basket.
Where do you get all these
Oh.
flower DIYs? I have no flower DIYs except for like the default mum one that I got.
I don't know.
I wonder if the flower DIYs are gifts from particular villagers. 'Cause I haven't been keeping track. I know sometimes villagers give stuff. Sometimes I get it from balloons. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
I don't know where
haven't
you
kept
guys are
straight.
getting all your fruit DIYs, honestly, because I
But
don't
the-
have any.
I've
it's-
gotten quite a few just trading.
Hey, yes.
But
Thank
from
you for
people-
trading.
Oh yeah,
Thank
but
you
I
for
mean,
all-
Yeah,
like from like
Yeah, like
normal.
Gabby gave me like the cherry lamp and the apple wall.
Nice.
Like I didn't get those from anyone.
Sweet.
Speaking of trading, that is a future topic that we're going to get
Oh,
to,
yeah.
but we're still in Tiny Delights. What other Tiny Delights, guys?
Quick tiny delight was when so I've been collecting fossils. I haven't been selling the ones that I really want. Like I want to have some big ones to put out in my town, in my island. So I have completed the second triceratops set. So there's one in the museum and there's one that I have in my island. And I learned that when you have it set up, you can touch the triceratops and it's animated. So its head goes.
No, it is not. Oh my god!
And then you
okay.
touch it again and it goes.
Is that in the museum?
No, it's out in
If
your
you make
island.
one outside, okay.
If you make
Yeah.
a separate one
It's
outside of
worthwhile.
the museum.
Okay.
It's really cute.
I
I've just
gotta
been
figure out a
selling
space
them,
for
but
that.
now that I'm not so broke, I'm going to stop selling them.
It is also very big, so that's you got to keep that in mind because each one is 4
I got plenty of space.
squares.
I moved all of my trees this week. I got all the space in the world
that's right.
now.
You did all of the terraforming and tree moving, but yeah, and I don't think all the fossils, all of the fossil assemblages move because I also have the Quetzal. It's not called Quetzalcoatl. It's something similar.
They just
it's
call
like
it Quetzal.
just Quetzal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a shorter name. They just call it Quetzal. And
The
I was
Quetzal.
like,
That's
what?
right. They shorten a lot of names. But I'm coming back. I'm coming back to Ed and Mermaid. Thank you, Leash.
It's the flower stand that has the purple windflowers, and I need 4 of them. 4.
I don't have any purple windflowers, but as soon as I get them, I'll start harvesting them so I can give you all the
Please, thank you.
flowers.
And it's
Yeah,
for the-
that's
Probably
my
gonna
next
donate some
project.
too.
I haven't done
I have a-
any flower research yet, so I haven't put things in patterns where I know what I'm going to get out
Oh,
of
I
it.
haven't either. I just kind of willy nilly.
It's just higgledy-piggledy all
I
over
like
my island.
figuring. I just like having fun, like potpourri of flowers.
Yeah,
at this
potpourri,
point.
potpourri, if you will, of flowers. Well, yeah, guys, that is the beauty of Animal Crossing Fun Times. You play it the way you want to play it, and you
Exactly.
don't have to be pressured
That's
to play
right.
it any other way than what you want to do. If you
There
just want to
was
live in
a
a tent your whole
hamster-
life, it's great.
There was a hamster cage in Nook's Cranny that Desmond was so
I got
excited.
it. I got it. I got it. I haven't figured out where I want to display it yet, but Soup's got a hamster. Why wouldn't I buy a hamster?
I mean, is it now in little Lion Cake's house? Does he have a little
Oh, it
hamster?
is. Yeah, his second room is
Cute.
kind of hoarder any right now. I have to go in one day and clean
Clean it up, do a little tidying. Aw. But it's so fun. So, Joelle, you have the hamster too.
I mean, I haven't displayed it yet, but I jumped on it because I was so excited that it
So
existed.
sweet. That's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, yeah.
Give it to Flurry
It's
when
probably
she
gonna
moves
go in
into
my-
town.
It'll go in my game room, I think, in my house.
All right, guys, we've got about like 10 minutes left to
10
talk about the
minutes.
last little bits that we want to talk about. Can we do it?
Yes.
I can try if we can.
Are you done? Are we done with Tiny Delights?
Yeah, unless
Done
Leash
delighting
has a
with the
tiny delight.
tinies? I don't have a tiny delight.
The hamster was a tiny delight,
It
literally.
was a tiny
There you go.
delight.
Cute little hamster running into the wheel.
Tiny
Tiny delight. So the other topic, the other big category is like the tips and tricks section of our podcast that we're I think,
Yeah.
officially starting.
Yes.
Do we have a section name for that, Leash, or should we just move on?
Moving on right now.
Moving
We're
on to
workshopping.
be named.
Maybe
Later.
next time.
So many songs.
Tips and tricks
So
and
many
tricks
songs.
and tips.
Boots and cats and boots.
I think
and
last week
cats
it
and
was
boots
tricks
and
for
cats
tips,
and
right?
Boots and cats and boots.
That's right, it
and
was.
boots and
But anyway,
boots and cats and boots.
what tips are we going to talk about?
There's 2 topics. Why don't you guys pick which one we talk about? There's trading and there's
I think we should talk about
terraforming.
trading. Let's talk about trading because that's been so relevant to Discord action lately.
And
Yes.
terraforming is very broad. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Trading it is.
Learning. Yes.
So I feel like this started with the touch party on Sunday. Like everyone went to the touch party. Everyone that went to the touch party came back with lots of things. And then suddenly everyone's ready to start trading things.
Yes.
And I was overwhelmed on day 1 of trading. We reorganized our Discord a couple times to make this work.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
But we now have the trading
I was getting
listing.
overwhelmed with the trading listing / chatter in the same spot.
It
I'm
was
like,
in the
I
same
don't know what anyone needs anymore.
No, exactly. So
I'm
I was,
having
I
to
was
scroll.
Right.
I
No, but
was
that's
glad
really
for the
helpful.
suggestion
to
that now we
split
have a
it into-
listing channel,
Right.
and the
That's
listing
very
channel
helpful.
lists wants, needs, and offers, whatever. And then we have the chatter channel, which is still incredibly busy and hard to follow, and was full of
Yes.
chaos today, as Rar can attest to, because
Yes, I'm sorry.
I beat her out on a DIY
No.
card that was
Also-
offered up.
Yeah, it's no problem.
It was fine, and plus I sent you the
Yes.
freaking thing, so you're good.
Yes, it was so sweet. Thank you.
It was a deer ornament,
a deer
I think.
decoration.
Deer
it's
decoration.
like a cool like plywood deer decoration. It's so cute. I
It's
love
like
it.
this 3D wood flat thing. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I would
it's
love one in real life, frankly.
Right?
But
They
I
have
guess
them at like crafts.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess what
reminds me
I
of your
want to talk
T-Rex.
about is this is maybe a tip. This is maybe just a question, or maybe it's just something I've noticed. But it seems that most of the trades were about really difficult to get items that are mostly from like the Nook miles. Like that was the big things that we were
Oh.
trading.
For trading, yes.
Right. I feel like
And
that's
then,
Those are things that are special to your island that you would have certain colors of. Oh, which
Right.
reminds me, I need to get something for our friend.
Yeah, like someone's collecting every color drink machine.
Right.
Someone's collecting, call her me and Paula, every color horsey. Sorry, springy ride-on. If you
I
join
believe
our
the
Discord,
horsies-
you will be calling them horsies.
They're definitely horses. I don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, all I'm missing is the brown one, so FYI. If anyone has the brown horsey, you let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that threw me for a total loop because I didn't know what I wanted, I didn't know what I needed, and suddenly everyone has all these wants and needs, and then I just sort of, my brain exploded because I was like, I want all of those things too, and I don't know why. And we had a trading explosion, and then we were trading DIY cards. We were maybe giving those away, but we were trading like things that are hard to get, like ironwood. We were sending wood and iron to each other, and I guess
the cutting boards that are hard to get.
The cutting boards
I
are like.
still need a freaking. Did you craft my thing, Joelle?
I have been just trying to collect resources because I have the cutting
what
board
do you
and I
need?
have the dresser. I'm just low on whatever the wood I need for it is.
Can you tell me what you need?
Are
Are you at my town?
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Because I can give you
We're
things.
That would be great. I'll let you know what I need.
Sorry, I gotta end the conversation.
It's just hard to do these things at the same time.
Oh, it's okay.
It's really hard to talk to Orville and also host a podcast at the same time. I'm just going to put that out there.
Weird. You just keep closing the window like I did on Sarah.
Start over.
Is your gate open? Nope, sure isn't because I closed it.
So some helpful things for trading. It's good to always check the available trades, and you can search because it's in the Discord in the New Horizons trade listings channel.
Yes.
And you can actually search in there. So if you have an item you're looking for, you can search for that item and see every time it appears in that channel.
Right.
So that way you can see who's offering it, which is like a nice handy
Or
way to not
who
be
also
overwhelmed.
needs it? And then you can follow.
Yeah, it's both, right? So if you want to find out someone needs the
It
red
shows both.
springy
Right.
ride-on, you could search for springy ride-on and then go find it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's our hope that people will be updating that as they
Yes.
get
Right, to
things,
keep
like
one-
either
one
editing their
item.
own list, or I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, you can edit your
Otherwise,
own
maybe you
post.
just edit your own post.
Yeah, it would
I
be
mean, that
ideal.
would be
Yeah.
the easiest way to.
I would
instead of
hope-
posting. But
I would hope that everyone just has one
Right.
post.
That would be ideal. And I say if you ever felt the need to create a new one, to go back and nullify your old one and just delete everything in it so it doesn't come up multiple times in the search.
Right.
Yeah. And everyone
that
has
way
the
your
ability to
stuff
delete
is-
their own message, I believe.
I think so.
Correct.
Yeah, you should just be able to start over. And that's true. So you want to refresh it at some point, or if it's changed significantly, delete the old one, create a new one. Yeah. But I guess I think the big questions that came up is how do you know what to post in the, for trade? Like, here's the great things I have. I don't know if I have great things. I don't know if I have what people want.
Right.
That's complicated.
So we were saying, Leisha, do you want to share your thoughts
Yeah.
on that?
So
And I'll share
the
some.
only I mean I don't know if I'm doing it right either because it doesn't.
No,
I mean
I think it's good.
I put
And-
down like the specialty items in the Nook Miles that I think that either I've noticed other people are looking for. So like the snack machine, the drink machine, the horsies.
Right.
Some of the cool things. I think the cotton candy machine is actually really cool, and I have a black one, and it looks baller. And I bought one because it's great.
Nice.
So just things that either you like or things that you've noticed are coming up a lot. So the Nook Miles things are really good to post in there. Any sort of things that are come in sets. So I think like the fruit things, the fruit items that are especially things that might be native to your island are really helpful.
Yes.
Even the bamboo stuff I think is probably useful, and maybe not everyone has that complete set of DIYs. And then there's like quirky things like to just keep an eye out for. Like Sarah loves getting cardboard boxes, which
Yes, I would
does it
love
seem
Specifically
like
looking
it's like
for the fruit ones.
yeah, and I think Hydra for a
the fruit
while
ones.
there was looking for trash. She's still looking for rusted parts. So those things are not like necessarily high ticket items, but they're
No,
like
right.
novelty,
And there's
hard
things
to
that people
find
might
items
throw away,
or
sell
or
them
throw
items.
away. I had 11 boxes from people who moved in or from
Right.
villagers that moved into my town that have just been sitting in my like little yellow box, and then I noticed that Sarah really wanted cardboard boxes. Like I have those because I
Thanks,
haven't done anything with them,
Yeesh.
and I don't like. It's maybe down the road I'll be asking for cardboard boxes again, but at this current time in my life, I don't need these I don't need cardboard boxes.
Right. It's just
Yeah.
like a fun thing. It's
Well,
it's
and-
fun to have
so-
fun.
and
stuff
also-
for.
Everyone's
now
playing
that
at a
you've-
different.
Now that you've touched those cardboard boxes, they'll be in your catalog, so you can
Yeah,
always
you can
order
order
your
them
own.
if you want
Yes,
to.
and I ordered Sarah 2 boxes one day because it
Thank
was in my
you. Yeah, so
catalog, and I
nice.
just sent them over to her, and it's no big deal.
Yeah, and they're cheap.
There was a
They're
card.
cheap.
Actually,
They are.
Sarah, I have a cardboard box for you. You still around?
I'll take it. Yeah, I'm still around. I'm buying an espresso machine.
Yeah, here it is. It was one of the Nook items today. One of
Oh.
the big ticket items that you can only buy
Really?
one of. It was
That's
a
so
cardboard
funny.
box. Yeah.
What a peculiar thing to show
Like,
up.
Was
in
it
Oh,
the
I
just a
can't-
regular one?
Oh, I can't drop it in the plaza. It was
Oh,
just
that's right.
yeah, it was just a regular cardboard box.
Oh, that's so weird.
That's super
Yeah,
weird.
so silly. Thank you so much, Leash. I'll
You're
take
welcome.
it.
It's like, oh, I know who would like that.
Me.
So those things are really cool. And then, like, if you scroll in your catalog in the ABD system, you can
Yes.
see all the things that are sellable or purchasable
Right, which is helpful.
or not for sale, for that matter.
Exactly.
And I just scrolled through that list and looked at things that I thought were like either cool to me or things that were high ticket items that I picked up
Right.
from the touch and go.
Touch and go.
Ooh, I like that
touch
one
and go.
too.
Touch and go.
Touch and go party.
It's all touch and go.
So like the chess set that's 95,000 bells. There's an arcade that I got that was several thousand bells, which is really exciting. I can't wait to purchase that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have an arcade.
It's cool.
I think attending these touch parties sounds fun. Swapsies
Yeah,
and
I think it
dropsies.
does sound fun. It'll be a fun
Swapsies
way to
and
share
dropsies.
things.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
That-
clothing on
that's
top of that. If there's even like, I think clothing and other items that come in multiple colors are also things that are good to post. So like I'm looking for guitars, rock guitars, and I have a coral one. And I was talking to Lo actually, and she's like, they're customizable. And I was like, oh, I didn't know they were customizable, but they're actually customizable for the sticker that you put on it. So the color you can't customize, which I thought was like,
Oh.
I can just change it to whatever color I want.
Yeah.
But no. So I'm
That's
actually
like-
looking for different color
the
guitars.
guitar is a DIY, or it's an object that you can customize. I didn't realize you can customize something that's not a DIY.
You can customize the drink machines as well. They can customize what type of drinks they're selling. So they'll have a little change in the front panel, but it doesn't
I didn't
change
know
the
that.
color of the drink machine. So there's some
exciting.
little tidbits of information. So check it out.
Yeah,
There might be other
so
things
you can customize.
customize.
Yeah, and in the catalog, I think it tells you if they're customizable or not. And also in the catalog, it'll tell you if you have different colors of the same thing. If
Yes,
you just
you can
like,
order
scroll
them.
over,
Yeah,
you can
that's
see
cool. Or at least see
what
them
you
if you can't
have.
order them.
What
What?
would you say?
Oh no, I just said, or at least even if you can't order them, you can still see what the different
Oh,
customizations
see what you've
are.
or what you've had. Or what you've-
Correct. What's
what
been
you
in your
have
hands?
catalog. But yeah, the
Right,
beach
right.
ball has variations, and it's also
Yeah,
it looks like it's also
because I
the
sent
watermelon one.
I sent
Thank
the
you.
watermelon to a lot of people.
customizable.
So cute.
I wonder how you can customize it.
What, the beach ball?
Test. Yeah.
I don't think you can. I think it just comes in lots of different variations, like the
Oh,
cardboard box.
so it might even just be some of them showing the variations rather than customizations. 'Cause
Yeah.
with the lantern, you couldn't change the color, but it comes in three. It's black, white.
But
The
wait,
garden
let me-
lantern is black, white, or bronze. I think are the options.
Is this in the catalog? Sorry, that you can see.
No, I think you can the garden lantern does not have the little palette next to it. The
Does it
palette
have-
icon? I think means it's customizable.
So it has a little I think
No?
it's maybe it's not a palette
I
icon.
think it
is
just means variation.
variations.
They're
But
not
the
all.
it's a
garden
different
lantern
thing.
doesn't have that palette on it.
It might be you might only have one of the things, and maybe it's not a palette as much as it
maybe
is
that's
just something that
why.
says variations. Because
Gotcha.
it's I'll pull
I
it up.
got
Yeah,
Gotcha.
if it's in the catalog, it's not showing you the customization, which is why I had no idea that you can customize these items. So that's exciting. That happens when you're actually at the customization table with your customization kits, and then it pops up stuff in your pockets that has the little icon on it. Does that make sense?
But how would you know before that? Yeah, you're
have
right.
no
It doesn't
idea.
say customizable for rock guitar. How would you know it's customizable?
I don't
Well,
know. That's why I didn't
when-
know.
So the little palette with the variations. I think you don't know unless you've had multiple versions because you can only see the ones that you've possessed if you're looking at the ABD catalog.
I mean, how do you know what you can customize?
I think that might just be in the customization sector, like when you're actually at the DIY
Yeah,
bench
so
or
you
looking.
have
Oh
to- but you
no,
have to
looking
have
at
that
your looking at your DIYs, you can tell as well. I believe.
But if
'cause
it's
it has
not
the
a
It's not a
DIY.
DIY.
If it's not a DIY, then it's just going to be a variation. The only way you could know is if you had it in your hands or if someone
No,
else
you
told
can take a rock guitar and put a sticker on it.
What do you?
That's not a variation. That's a customization.
So, like, what I'm understanding is if you have a rock guitar in your pocket, you go to the DIY table, you have customization kits in your pockets.
Yes.
You say, I want to customize, and then suddenly the rock guitar. I don't know how you know. You just have to know to
You
know.
just would have to have it in your pockets and then
stumble
have
upon
it.
it.
That's
go
what
to
I'm saying. You
customize.
just have to know.
Yeah. You just have to
just have
test
to
it out.
try it?
Every now and again, just like have stuff in your pockets and
Well,
go
here,
to the
I'm
bench.
telling you that you can put a sticker on your rock guitar.
Yeah, there you go. So we know.
Cool.
So
and
I'm sure
and Sarah,
that
you've told me that I can do that with my white drink machine. So I'm
yes,
going to
your
go
white
try
drink
to
machine you can also do.
my white Russian machine.
Exactly. So the only way to know is to find out from friends or to happen to have something in your pocket when you go to customize.
Or to listen
then
to this
you'll know.
podcast, and we will tell you what we know.
Or to have the guidebook, because I bet the guidebook will tell you these customizations.
Where is my effing guidebook? I want to throw
Joel, are
things.
you-
I'm so
That would
sad.
be a nice UI update, Nintendo, to let us know what
they're
is
not gonna do that.
customizable.
little
they're not gonna do
icon
that.
next to the things in the catalog, just so you know when you're buying it that you can do more stuff with it. That's great.
Nah.
Or just when you look at it, like it has like the leaf has like a little paintbrush next to it.
Sarah's
with
like,
the
no, that's
paintbrush.
too good.
That's too
Leaf
much
with a
information.
paintbrush. Leaf with a paintbrush. I want leaf with a paintbrush.
You want
Paintbrush.
Leaf with a paintbrush. You mean our friend
Yeah,
Leaf,
the-
a little sloth in the corner?
No.
Oh, I want him holding a
icon.
paintbrush.
I want leaf icon.
Sounds like a hey Nintendo. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You're talking about the little classic Animal Crossing. icon.
Yes.
And I know we're probably way over time, but I do have one other question. Do you guys have good resources that you reference for figuring out what color variations exist? Like, I had no idea that the horsies came in 6-7 colors until I Googled it. Like, are there good resources of those listings that we can share that, just be easy to reference?
I haven't found. I don't think I've been really impressed with any resources that are online yet. So I
No.
don't know if it's because it's still so early. I'm sure that'll develop as time goes by.
Maybe
But I
that's
think
also
right
in
now.
the stupid guidebook.
But if anybody, stupid guidebook, probably has some. But yeah. So if any of our listeners have any suggestions of good, reliable sources,
Yeah.
let us know because that might be something that. we will
Pasu
follow.
shared a spreadsheet, but that was not helpful to me. It was too.
So, no, I'd
it's
prefer to
just
have actual
too
images
much
and
information.
yeah, sure.
And it needs,
It's-
it was visual. They added screenshots and stuff. It looked
Okay.
helpful, but it took so long to load. And I try
no
to do things
thanks.
on my phone, and a Google spreadsheet on my phone is not great.
Oh, so the information is out there, but it's not very accessible in
Yeah, so
in ways that
I'm
are
hoping
easy
there's
yet.
like a Wikipedia type thing that exists one day.
That would be nice.
That
All
would
right,
be nice.
that's my call for requests from the world. Please do it.
please book shoot, who's I can't remember the publisher of your book that you're waiting for. Power Source, Force.
I don't know. Just
Pap.
people that
Spip,
forgot
Pops.
to update me on when it'll arrive. Lo got hers. Why can't I get mine?
I know, I'm sorry. Someday soon. Someday.
One day. It's fine. I'm patient. Ish.
Someone's on their way here. Who's on their way here?
Not me. Must be a
But I
friend
guess
from
they can't because I have a window open. So let me stop what I'm doing.
It's not me.
Escape.
I
B.
didn't tell everyone. Actually, I didn't say anyone can come. But
Well, did you just leave it open though?
yeah,
Because people can stumble upon that. I had a random visitor
Yeah.
during the stargazing night. Oh, that was
Yeah.
fun. I did not know who
stargazing,
this
that was
person was.
fun.
What do you
this
mean you
is-
didn't know who this person was?
I have a ton of random Switch friends that like we've shared codes on like the different other unrelated to our podcast. Just people I don't know very well, or they have names that I don't recognize because like I might know them from some other context.
Sure.
We have Pocket Camp friends that I ported
Yeah,
over.
absolutely.
So I like literally don't know who like 80% of my Switch friends are. So someone just popped in at the end of stargazing
What
night, and I
fun.
was like, "Hi, welcome. How do I know you?" And she told me how she thinks she knows me, and I was like, "That makes sense." And we were all on the same
Aw.
page, and it was fine.
That's
And then I found her on
awesome.
Facebook today, and I said, "Hi."
Oh my gosh, that's so
Aw.
cool. I
Yeah, it
love
was,
it.
New
it was
friends.
a different
Make
podcast
new
that I listened
friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other's gold.
to. I don't know about you guys
Aw.
though. I have not been that like ambitious to just pop into someone's island unwelcome. Like I only
did.
I
go
always feel
It was
like I
invited.
still need to ask, even if their gates open. I still just ask.
Yeah, like because just now, Leash, when I was coming to your
Unless
island,
it was you guys.
three other islands were open, and at least one of those three people I know. And I was like, I wonder if I go back later, if I could just pop over to their island and say hi.
Yes,
but I
yes,
I
you
feel
should.
weird without asking.
No,
I don't
don't feel weird. If they really didn't want other people to visit, they could have it open to their best friends.
They would do a
could have
dodo code.
I feel like if you have it open, saying, hey, anybody could stop by. Worst case scenario, if they didn't mean to have you over, they could just accidentally have a system shut down and everyone goes home. You know,
End
it's not a big deal.
session. Yes.
End session.
I found that
Yes.
button. End session.
Yeah, so I mean,
Cool.
it's no big deal. I would like, it's like such a struggle because there's people I've visited before, and I'm trying like, oh, they were so cool. I want to visit their town again, and they haven't had their gate open. So I'm like,
Oh, and you don't know how to reach them because they're not in our Discord.
They were just my Pocket Pod friends, so I don't know how else to
Yeah.
reach them.
Different
Except
strangers.
for that one that wasn't your friend anymore.
Oh, they were a little bit too enthusiastic about taking everything and not leaving anything behind. So I was like,
Woof.
oh,
No,
I
that's
mean,
not okay.
it's okay. I don't mind if you
There's
take
a
few
penny,
things.
leave a penny.
Yeah.
like,
It's kind of
ethic
a
standard here.
don't take everything. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. No,
It just makes everything
it's not
awkward.
super
But no, I don't
nice.
want to. I mean, I would like to always let people feel like they are welcome to take stuff, but just like within friendly reasonableness.
Yeah, I mean, I usually when someone arrives, and at least if I'm paying attention, sometimes I just leave it open for yesterday's crazy stock
times.
market.
Yes, that was so
Bonkers.
exciting.
That
Thank
was
you again. That was
awesome.
amazing.
I had the mother load yesterday of 597 bells
Big
per
spike,
turnip.
baby.
It was amazing. People left me so many tips. I basically doubled what I made
That's
in my.
so good.
It was
Nice.
amazing.
See,
So thank
people
you
are
to
sweet.
everyone.
Right. And I think it was kind because you weren't requiring people to leave tips, which I
No,
appreciate because
no.
I always get weirded out when I hear, because that's something I read about and I haven't been to any towns like that have been like, it's minimum
That's
99
just not
million.
It's just not the game I play. And I also I only had 800 turnips. I'm not a big investor, so I'm not thinking, okay, everyone must give me X amount of money because
Right.
I know I only made $500,000. I know other people made way more than that.
$500,000. You say it like it's still a lot of bells.
It's still a lot of bells. It went right into
Slumming
my.
it.
It went right into my upstairs patio that I'm creating right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, my upstairs is a patio. I'm really excited when it's done.
Very
I'll invite you all over.
I don't have an upstairs yet.
Well,
But
you'll get there.
you've put a lot of investment into moving around your sweet villagers to be where
I
you
have,
want them
and
to
I'm
be.
also saving money for the next stock market. I
Oh,
need to-
nice.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I've put away. I've socked away my earnings.
But I have to say
nice.
that turnip profit, if it tells you 100% guaranteed, they mean it. That was incredible.
I
pretty
like
cool.
both of the. I like checking both of the systems.
Yeah.
I found the other one was a little bit more confusing and less promising. So I liked the one that was guaranteed spike. This is what it would look like.
Wait, which one was which? The one that
the turnip profit, whatever the second one is in our Discord pin post. That's the one I go to.
is
has
it
the
the
better
one that
UI.
tells you the type of what it is, like fluctuating.
Whether it's
big
fluctuating
spike,
or the one that does it have the details about fluctuating or decreasing, or does it leave that element out?
It's just the one that told me 100%.
Yes.
on
So
on
it's the one
second
that
day.
doesn't have the fluctuating and decreasing one. It's the
that
slightly
one.
more simplified
Because I found that
version.
one confusing and not my jam. Yeah.
There you go. Totally fair. Either way, they've been consistently telling me that I have crappy turnip prices, and they've been right.
I mean, this was
Boy,
the
have
first week
they
I had
been
anything
right.
good.
I've had really terrible ones. I mean, the highest that I got was this week with 241, I think, this morning.
Which is still good.
Which
It
is
was a
great.
modest. It was a modest spike.
Modest.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Look
guys,
at
this has
you,
been
Miss
delightful.
Cocky 597. It was a
I
modest
mean-
spike.
When
Oh, no,
it's
that's a good- that's a
240,
big
it's
serious spike.
absolutely wonderful. I think the last 3 weeks, I very much appreciated it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
think,
like more than doubling.
Lauren in Acrewood, I had to sell all of my turnips at her place that last week, and it was probably 2 something. It was great.
Oh, I got a tent.
You got a tent?
I have a camper is visiting my.
Oh.
Oh, you went home?
Yes, yeah, I left. I rolled out. I was like,
I'm
just in
still
case.
standing around
while I
Leish's
still had
Island.
stuff.
I don't know why.
Because
Leish, who
it's
visited? I
fun.
didn't even see.
Oh, I closed the gate. They went away.
You closed the gate? How am I still here?
You can still leave. You just no more people can come in.
I see. Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.
You can close the gate while still having friends over.
I did not know you could do that.
I thought
Yeah.
you
It's
locked
really
them in
cool.
or you kicked them out or something. I didn't know how that
No,
worked.
they can leave whenever, but you just don't let more people in.
It's just a way to avoid having more people join. I see. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
pretty cool.
It's like an actual
That's
gate.
delightful.
Yeah. I think that's how, I know we're way over time, but I think that's how that turnip thing that Pasu sent over where you can visit other people's islands. Remember that thing where you can go to the other people's islands that you don't know and see that.
It's
And-
like a kind of a networking thing, so you can find
Yeah.
the highest price. Yes.
Yeah. So they only let a certain amount of each island's different, however they want to set it up, but they only let a certain amount of people in at a time, and I think that's how they're managing it with closing gates and such.
Oh, they close gates. They get separate dodo codes or something, or
I
don't know how that works.
I don't know how that all works. I think there's like I don't know how that
I
infrastructure
think it
works.
releases the dodo code. It must kind of do it rolling. So once you say
Yeah.
I've left the island, it then gives the next person the code. So it
Yeah.
controls it. Because it is like when there's a lot of people trying to go to the one island, we've experienced that. It's just really like hectic and hard to get in.
Right.
So it's kind of
Yeah,
a way to try
and you
controlling
can't
that.
do
So they
your
only
business.
allow for like 3 people on the island at a certain time. So because you can't move if there's like 8 people coming and going at all times, like it's impossible
Yes.
to even get to nooks to even sell something.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of what happened yesterday morning. And I just sort of
Yeah.
stood there. And yesterday was before I figured out I could turn off the sleep timer. And so I just had to keep like keeping my game active the whole time. I spent hours just like moving the little joystick over and over again. But yeah, this morning I finally figured out that I could sleep. So I left it open all day. And that was great because I was able to have a couple people stop by and
Nice.
get stuff from Leaf. And I just stood
Life.
staring off into space while I was doing my actual work, and it was in meetings this morning.
Oh, I like that. You could always give yourself one of those eye masks to show that you're asleep. I thought that'd be cute. It's like,
I think
I'm here.
Yeah, I think yesterday I sat in my swing and I just sat there and people like left presents by my feet. The whole thing was hilarious.
That's sweet.
It was fun.
Price.
It was fun.
All right,
Frenzy.
guys.
Yes, time
think
to roll
we-
it
I
up.
think we
Shutting
did
it
it.
down. I'm
Shut it
closing the
down.
gate.
You're
All
closing
right,
the gate of
officially
Pocket
closing the
Pod
gate.
episode
All right, let me look up some
1010.
prezzies. Oh, 1010. It feels like 1010. I'm
Oh,
tired.
and I didn't update the calendar at least, but the 23rd was Miranda's birthday. But are we doing future? We're doing future
We're doing
birthdays now,
future
right?
birthdays, right?
Yes, future
right.
birthdays. Yeah, so
Future
Phoebe's was yesterday,
birthdays.
but that's past.
Happy birthday to today, Miranda. Yeah, and you said Phoebe was what?
Miranda. Phoebe's was yesterday, which was on
Aw.
Tuesday. Wait,
I finally found my list
Wednesday.
of all the campers I wanted to add to our calendar, so I'm going to update that.
Wait, Joelle.
Oh shoot! I updated it, and you can't see them anymore. I just
Well, I
realized.
guess you're doing birthdays.
Wait, it's still in there. There's just other calendars, so it's gonna be hard to find on your phone.
I can't get it on my phone right now. I'll have to do that later. Joelle, it's all
Okay.
you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll do the
Aw.
birthdays, and then you can do the final closing.
Okay.
yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
really mess with Jack this week.
Yeah.
This week we are wishing a future birthday. Now that we know we're doing future only birthdays, it was Ava's. It will be. Nope, it's future. It will be Ava's birthday on Tuesday, April 28th. Happy birthday to Ava. On April 30th, it will be Angus's birthday. Oh boy, if anyone again can find me Angus and bring him to my island, I would very much appreciate that. Meringue needs her boyfriend back. And I think that's it because the future is past. I can't figure out what dates to look at, guys. I'm gonna stop there. So next Thursday, Angus's birthday. We're done.
And special thank you to Jack Quick of Monkey Cat Studios for producing this wonderful podcast that you know and love. And with that, I will say.